Hey everyone, it's Sarah and I am here with my fifth and final layout using the Studio Calico Camelot kit. And this one ended up being pretty simple because I'm using that background paper there, which is from Basic Gray, and it already has a busy pattern on it with the triangles and the floral and all that. So I didn't have to go into too much detail here. I am using an 8x8 piece of pattern paper, that pink and red chevron, and that is from Studio Calico. And just used a couple layers here. The vellum is from Studio Calico as well, and the triangle paper that I used right underneath the picture there is also from Studio Calico. And I'm going to go ahead and mount this picture of Layla onto a piece of yellow cardstock that came with the kit. I'm going to kind of build some layers here. I'm also going to use that glassine bag as a layer as well, just to add a little bit of dimension and interest. And I pulled out this tool, but I ended up not using it. I don't know. I have a hard time using stuff like that, so it wasn't quite working for me. That came in the kit as well. So I'm going to cut out this little pink banner here. And this is from a journaling card from Studio Calico, and that is where I'm going to do my journaling. So this picture is of Layla, like I said. This was from her daycare that she went to. She still goes there. She's actually in preschool there now, but they had a photographer come in and take school pictures for them. And so I had this one that I hadn't scrapped yet, so I wanted to make sure I got it done. And she just has the cutest smile on her face. And since I'm kind of keeping everything really centralized, I'm really just trying to decide what I'm going to use. I don't want to go overboard. And I have no clue what my title is going to be at this point. I didn't have a specific title in my head. I just knew I wanted to make sure that I scrap this picture because that's a great picture of her. But I'm just not sure what I want to do yet. So I'm kind of looking at my letters to see what my options are, because I definitely want to use these alphabets. So. Oh, and I'm ripping out a page for Layla, actually. She wanted to color, so she asked me to rip out a page for her. She likes to color if I'm in my scrapbook room and she's home. She likes to sit on my floor and color while I scrapbook. I'm not doing a whole lot here. I probably should have cut this part out. Sorry, guys. I don't know. I think I'm thinking, and I'm probably watching The Killing as well. So, I kind of started this layout not 100% sure, knowing what I was going to do. So, there I go. Oh, and guess what? My ATG runs out. Of course it does. So, of course it does while I have the camera on. That glassine bag is what, I think a large doily came in that with the kit, and I had used the doily up on my first layout, so I still had that there. All right, so I had to change my ATG. So I'm going to go ahead and start getting these layers down here. And for the vellum, I'm putting my adhesive right in the center where I know it's going to be covered up, because you can see the ATG through the vellum. So I'm going to go ahead and get the bag down. And I have these little wood veneer pieces from Studio Calico. That is from their Jubilee line. And then I had this little, from the kit, from the Dear Lizzie kit, it had this little rub-on that says, "I'll be yours and you'll be mine." And it fit perfectly on the back of one of those wood veneer circles. So I'm going to go ahead and rub that on and use that as an embellishment here as well. And it rubbed onto the wood veneer so nicely. I was very happy. Then I have this camera. So basically I'm really just trying to use up all of those rub-ons because they are very old. And as it is, it's kind of hard to get everything completely on. I have to really work at it. Because if you wait too long to use rub-ons, eventually they will lose their stickiness. They won't rub on very well. So I'm sure you've seen me struggle with some of these. I didn't struggle too much, but I had to really go slowly and just kind of reinforce everything as I'm pulling this up. So if I'd used it first right away, it would have been a lot easier, Sarah. But that's okay. I got it to work. So I do end up using this entire package. I think this is the last one I have. It says you and me, and I'm going to go ahead and put that down, even though I'm not in the picture with her. It's just kind of a layout about, you know, how much I love her. And I think that is the last rub-on in the package. I'm pretty positive. Okay, so I think I decided what I want my title to be. It's going to be Smile Big because she is smiling very big in that picture. And I kind of had to go back and forth between uppercase and lowercase here because those were really my only options. So I do like the way it looks in the end. So it turned out nicely. Use one of these little floral enamels from Twine and Ink, and I'm going to go ahead and get my wood veneer there down. And I'm going to use a couple of these dots here, these enamel dots from Twine and Ink as well. I'm using some light pink and hot pink, and then I put a light pink one right in the center of the little camera lens there. Those enamels from Twine and Ink, those were a little harder to use than I thought they were going to be, because when I first got them, I loved them so much. I loved the floral and everything, but I found they were a little bit more difficult to use than I thought they were going to be. So, I don't know. Luckily, I have girls, so putting flowers on their layouts is not a weird thing. So I went ahead and got my journaling done on that little banner cutout that I have on there. And since this is my last layout, I just want to make sure that I get everything down that I really want to. I'm out of pattern paper for the most part. I have some scraps left, but that's about it. And at this point, I did feel like I was done with the kit. I didn't have anything else that I really wanted to get out of it. So I'm just making sure that I've used everything that I really want to. And I'm trying to decide if it's too plain or if it's good. And I do decide that it's good. Since, you know, like I said, since I have that busy background, I really didn't need to put a ton on the layout. A lot of the decorating was done for me with that paper, so. And that is going to complete it. So I am done with the Camelot kit, and I'm going to have a Kill a Kit video coming up for you tomorrow. So if you have any questions, please let me know, and I will try to answer them as best I can for you. Hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you again soon. Bye.